I'm heading to the Vatican today.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Whoopi announced on Wednesday's The View she was headed back to the Vatican just 7 months after she met the Pope. Again, with some funny folks, Joy Behar not included, to have a private audience with Pope Francis.
To celebrate the beauty of human diversity and recognize the significant impact that the art of comedy has on the world.
So that was Whoopi on Wednesday, and here's Whoopi Friday morning.
So, we're on our way over to see the Pope. It is the butt crack of dawn, okay? But this is the time we've been told to come over, and I mean, who minds walking down these streets? Nobody. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Whoopi and 104 other comedians from around the world walked those streets down to the Vatican, and I'm going to jump to after the meeting so Conan O'Brien can do a play-by-play recap.
First, there's a lot of waiting. A lot of waiting. I've never waited so long in my life.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon got up to pass the time and make a joke. I don't know what he said. And I don't think the person who tells him to sit down is joking around.
We were told he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, and then everything gets very quiet, and then he walks into the room. He gave a speech.
In Italia si dice che il sorriso fa buon sangue.
I don't speak Italian.
You have no idea what he said.
I think he probably said, I hate you, Conan O'Brien. I like all of you, but not Conan O'Brien, and I wouldn't know.
But there was a live translation available to the English-speaking audience.
Whenever you can draw a knowing smile from the lips of even one spectator, you also make God smile.
It's a very nice thing about humor and its power to bring us together, and it was nice. It was a nice sentiment.
And I thought his comments were beautiful, actually.
The language of humor is suitable for understanding and feeling human nature.
It was lovely to hear the Pope acknowledge that there's a value in that for people's hearts, and that made me think a little bit harder about how I want to use it.
I was sitting with Chris Rock and Stephen Colbert, and we were all just looking at each other and thinking, how did this happen?
All right, let's do a roll call for the Americans as they get to shake hands with the Pope. Here we go. Whoopi Goldberg, who Instagrammed the moment that she shook hands with the Pope once again. Simply writing, thanks, grazie. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
What a wonderful man. It's quite evident. And, wonderful, kind, smiling face. I was delighted to be here.
Jimmy Fallon. Chris Rock, who managed to snap a selfie as he walked away, which he posted on his Instagram story, along with this lovely shot of Conan, JLD, Tig, and Whoopi, and then a not so lovely selfie of him and Whoopi. On his grid, Chris posted the screenshot of the actual moment he conversed with His Holiness, and Chris's caption was, he told me he really liked Pootie Tang. Stephen Colbert.
I said to him, because I did the audiobook for his memoir, Life. I said, mi chiamo Stephen Colbert, ho letto il tuo libro Aideo. Like that. Is that close?
So I know a lot about him because I read his memoir. And I want to, I'd love to interview him, but I really want to do a cooking segment with him because he talks a lot about cooking. Evidently, he makes a great tortellini and brodo.
Conan O'Brien.
He gave me a rosary, and I'm going to give it to my mom. So, and then I'm going to take it away and sell it on eBay.
Tig Notaro. Jim Gaffigan. Yeah, so I think it's 9 Americans out of the 105 that were there. It's an interesting concoction of people. Very heavy on late night. You got 3 hosts there, with only Jimmy Kimmel and Seth Meyers being left out. But yeah, especially Kimmel. Okay. And I get why they would all be included because they're really talking to people every single night and delivering laughs every single night. Chris Rock is, of course, an interesting inclusion and probably a very pointed one. And if you watch The View, it's not just every comedian that comes on there and praises Whoopi Goldberg. No, pretty much every actor that comes on there says that Whoopi influenced them to become an actor, become a performer. So, yeah, no surprise that she's there. I love that Julia Louis-Dreyfus was included because I think she's the greatest comedic actress ever. Yes, I said it. Tig and Jim, brilliant individuals, insanely talented comedians, but certainly there are more popular and accomplished comedians that could have been included. I mean, I could have a huge list, but I mean, just off the top of my head, it's like Steve Martin, Martin Short, Kevin Hart. So it's not that they don't deserve to be there. It's just that it's surprising that there's definitely some bigger names that could have been included instead. But yeah, what do you think of the names that were there and the ones that weren't there? What do you think? Of everyone that was there, Chris Rock was the first one that was willing to photobomb the Pope. But then when the photo was being rearranged, Fallon got in there too, and then everyone did.